Hello, Phantom Fam. Welcome to a very classic Wading into the Void episode. And I mean, we have absolutely no intro prepared. We're flying by the seat of our pants, as good old Nat likes to say.
Hell yeah.
And, we have something really fun for you today.
Mm-hmm.
So without further ado, we've said it already, but I'm Kate.
I'm Nat.
And this is Wading into the Void. Okay, everyone, so fun ep today. We needed a little palate cleansers after our last couple. And
after my computer shat itself.
Oh, yeah, Natalie's computer absolutely fucking died.
Well, I mean, it would turn on. You just couldn't do anything.
Just a small little purge. It was like, no.
You couldn't open the internet. You couldn't open Discord. You couldn't open a video game. Nothing would work.
We were, like, going to record that night, and she's like, hey, so,
my computer don't work. My computer literally exploded.
Your computer said, bitch, you earned a break. Take it off.
So then I had to wait for the parts to come in, and then I had to fix it. And we could have tried to record last week, but it was like not worth
wouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
So Natalie is a smarty genius pants, and she fixed it like a little tech wizard. And
literally all I did was go rip it out, plug the new one in.
I still would have been like, help. Just me casually messaging every single IT friend I have. Shout out Jess and David. Help me, please.
Help me, I don't know what I'm doing.
But yeah, she fixed it, and here we are, happier than ever.
Mm-hmm.
Question mark. And we have something fun. We are doing a combo ep today. We haven't done one of these in a while.
That's true, we really haven't.
I don't know how many episodes it's been, but I think the last one we did was Haunted Cemeteries Part 3. She's looking.
I don't even know when that would have been. Let's see.
It feels like forever ago.
I guess you could say Halloween was kind of, but...
That's true. But that's still months ago.
Yeah.
That's like 5 months ago.
Frightful Forest Part 3, episode 59, was released on June 30th, 2023, the end of the fiscal year.
Oh my god. How the hell has it been that long since we did, like, a legit combo ep?
I don't know.
Wow. But we have something really fun. We are doing...
Wait! Let's just do Oracle and Tarot first.
Do Oracle and Tarot first?
Yes,
okay.
And but then we get into it.
I feel like there's something we need to share first.
Okay.
Natalie and I decided, on a whim, after seeing something on Instagram from our friend Bianca, that we were going to attend and participate in CastleCon Psychic Fair at Wilson Castle on October 19th and 20th this year. So we're going to have a little vendor table.
We're going to have a little vendor table, and we're also going to want to kill ourselves because that's the week before Halloween.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. But it's fine.
I thought about it after we got everything, and I was like, you know what? We can do it. It's fine.
It's okay.
We're just gonna need a month break after.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's gonna be awesome. We're gonna be selling some exclusive merch.
Yes, very exclusive.
Do we want to tell them what we're selling? We already fucking told them on Instagram.
Yeah, which is well, now we absolutely have to make them.
Well, everything's done-ish.
Kind of. I mean, the big stuff, yeah. But anyways, yeah, that's what we're doing. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It is.
So if you're around in the area at that time, it's $20 for a ticket. So stop on by, say hi to us. We'd love to talk to people. Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of amazing people there because it is an oddities expo as well. So there's going to be some other cool creators and lots of psychics, obviously. And there's going to be actually a couple different panels with discussions. So there's going to have like 2 or 3 panels with the psychic mediums. And then there's actually going to be a couple panels with big names in the paranormal field. So
Yep.
Definitely worth stopping by. $20 a ticket is not a bad price.
No,
what did
not
we
at all.
pay for Paracon last year? I think it was like $65 a person.
I don't know.
I think. But, yeah, swing by. I've been telling every single person I know, I'm like, hey, we're going to be at CastleCon. You should come.
I have only told Dana, Haley, and Dylan.
I told Jess. I told David. I told David's wife, Katie. I told my boss. I was like, stop by.
Nice.
So, yeah. But let's freaking get into it. So, Nat,
right.
Take her away.
Okie dokie, we are doing Mausolea, Oracle of Souls, illustrated by Jason Engel, and text is by Rabbit Stoddard. Very nice. Additional writing is also by Jason Engel. So today we got the Prince, who is the forgotten adversary.
Okay.
The shattered remains of a once great devil who fought against the rulers of Urkala and lost badly. An empty but fearsome shell, his very presence as he wanders the borders of the realm serves to chase away the constant encroachers from the outer darkness who were once his allies. Although he himself has no memory, the prince reminds us that to dwell in disgrace, sorrow, and loss has an impact on the world around us, sometimes unlooked for benefits, and sometimes ironic self-sabotage. Domains for the prince are sorrow, lost valor, and serendipity.
Show me this card. Because, guys, since Natalie fixed her computer, we are actually seeing each other for the first time in months. Oh, cute.
He's
He's
cool.
giving Silent Hill.
He is definitely giving Silent Hill.
I like that. It kind of coincides, I think, a little bit with what we pulled today.
Okay.
For tarot, because we're doing true combo up. Nat's doing Oracle, I'm doing tarot. So I am using a deck that I literally have not picked up in, I think, years. Because I was like, I want something different. And this is the first deck I ever owned.
Oh.
So really throwing it back. We have the Fountain Tarot today.
Okay.
And this is by Jonathan Says, written by Jason Gruel. So we're with the Jasons today, I guess.
Yeah, today's our Jason episode.
And designed by Andy Todaro.
Okay.
And we pulled the Two of Swords. So Nat, this is the card.
Whoa.
I love this deck because the artwork is very, very pretty.
Yeah, it is really pretty.
However, we did pull this one upside down. So we're dealing with reverse meaning here.
Okay.
So the Two of Swords represents inner conflict. There is a conflict between your heart and your mind, and the strategies you have in place are unsustainable, strained, and precarious. You are managing skillfully, but will soon be exhausted. You must do something. It is not a position one can hold indefinitely. Though a stalemate may appear better than defeat, the issue can no longer be ignored. Pause, take inventory, and find your way through this struggle. So the reversal meaning means a stalemate concluded, trickery, deception, and dishonesty.
And I guess that can tie into ironic self-sabotage.
That's what I'm thinking.
If you're
being dishonest with yourself.
Yeah. Because you're like, I have a handle on my life, and then you're secretly, like, doing these things to really, like, sabotage all this hard work that you've done. Like,
exactly.
Yeah. Nice.
So, some great cards today. I like that we were able that we were actually able to see what the other person pulled for the first time in forever.
Yeah.
Other than using just visualization.
Yeah.
This is weird. So, do you want to go first?
Sure.
Or do you want me to go first?
I'll go first, and I'll explain what we're doing today.
Perfect.
Because I think...
we still haven't done that.
I think Katie came up with the idea or something. I don't remember what it was, but we were like, whoa, why haven't we done something like this yet? So... today, we decided that we're going to talk about some weird-ass museums.
We are going totally unhinged today, and I cannot wait for it.
Because we've talked about the Clown Motel and museum, but that's the only thing that we've ever talked about that's even remotely like this.
No, I think it's gonna be a good one. I think you guys are going to enjoy just how lighthearted it is. And kind of experiencing like a little tidbit and snippet of some of the strangest places in the United States.
And actually, Katie, I think you should go first. Because
I should go?
My first one comes with a story, and I want to be, like, already into it when I tell it.
Okay. All right. I'll go first.
Okay.
So I think Natalie actually happens to have one or two more than me, just because one of the museums I pulled ended up pretty much being a flop. Which, sad. But
that is unfortunate. Well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only have 5.
Okay, so 4 and 5. Nat'll just do like 2 at the end or 2 in the middle. So our first one is a museum that I would say we hold near and dear to our heart.
I'm scared.
So for this one, we're traveling to Portland, Maine.
Oh, God.
To the International Cryptozoology Museum.
What? Why is this in Maine? What the hell?
It's in Maine.
Wait, we should go! Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no, we should fucking go to Maine. I literally made a note here. It's at the end. I'll just read it ahead. It said, "It's no surprise that Nat and I are huge cryptid enthusiasts. Soft plug here for you to go back and listen to our amazing cryptids miniseries hosted by Nat. So I think that we should get the WITV paranormal team together and go on a little road trip to Portland. Because
I'm sure there's something haunted up there.
Spots up there.
Yeah. We should totally do that.
Like, so many things we could do.
That would be awesome.
And this is no shade at, like, the creator and the founder of this museum. Because, honestly, like, cryptozoology is, like, the shit.
It's kind of batshit already, so...
But, Nat, if you want to open up my document, because we're working off separate ones, everybody, and just look, don't read the words, just look at the fucking picture.
What the fuck is that? What is that in the background?
I have no idea. But basically, the whole museum just follows that trend.
Oh, no. What is that? Like, a giant salamander? I'm so confused.
I don't know if it's supposed to be one of the frog people. I don't...
Is that the fucking Oklahoma octopus in the back, or is that a squid?
I literally have no idea. I didn't find any information on what was in this picture.
We have to do this. We have to go here.
We have... It's like sworn in. We need to go.
Oh my god. I love that they just have, like, printed paper, like, regular printer paper, as, like, this is what this is, and it's just being held up by nothing.
So what we should do for our social post for this is just put together, like, a compilation of, like, all the images we have pulled for all of these museums, and that will just be the picture for this episode. Does that work for you?
Oh my god!
Because I'm sure you pulled some.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So let's get into the Cryptozoology Museum, shall we?
Yeah. Well, there's one picture. For one of my museums, we can't put any of the pictures on social media. I mean, we could, but...
If I remember the ones you told me you were thinking of doing so we didn't duplicate, I think I might know what one it is.
Yeah.
So, this museum was founded by Lauren Coleman, who is a legendary figure in the field of cryptozoology. The museum actually has a vast array of exhibits, each telling the story of particular cryptids, like the legendary Sasquatch to the elusive Loch Ness Monster. Nat and I are definitely hoping there's a section on Mothman and the Squonk. However, the museum focuses on all cryptids, not just the ones in the US.
Okay.
So you're going to get a little tidbit of other places.
Okay.
And I actually have a quote from Coleman here, the founder of this museum, that says, "Cryptozoology is about exploring the unknown, investigating reports of strange creatures, and preserving the cultural significance of these legends." Which, if you're talking about indigenous tribes, a lot of them kind of draw from that, so fitting. Our museum serves as a hub for researchers, enthusiasts, and curious minds to come together and delve into the mysteries of cryptids. But for me, the best part of this museum is the collection of different specimens and artifacts on display, including those very interesting things that you can see in the picture I'm showing Nat, as well as casts of footprints from Bigfoot, obviously, hair samples from the Yeti, and a presumed taxidermied chupacabra.
I want to see a picture of that.
Why see a picture when we can see it in person?
That's true! How much does it cost to get in? If it's over $20, I'm not going.
I don't know. I will double check very quick.
Because
though.
Look at that. What is that? That looks like, what's that? Oh my god, I can't remember the movie. It's like a spoof movie where there's a little ape guy like that, and he like humps this lady's leg, and I can't remember what his name is. He has some stupid name. I can't remember it, but that's exactly what it looks like to me. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, please message me, because oh, what the hell is it? It might have been a Saturday Night Live. It might have been a Saturday Night Live skit, like making fun of like not Lost. Maybe it was Lost, that
Planet
show.
of the Apes, like...
No, I don't even remember what it was. I don't... The name is right on... It's like Choopy or something stupid like that. That his name was... I don't even know.
So I looked it up and I found the admission cost.
Okay.
So for children 12 and below, it is $5. And for adults 13 and up, it is $10.
Okay, we're going.
So I feel like
$10 to see that shit. I think it would be worth the laughs.
And they do have a gift store.
Alright,
Which I don't even know what would be in it, but...
who fucking knows? Like Bigfoot stickers to put on your car. You know how many car stickers I see that have Bigfoot on it? Like, I believe he exists. Yeah.
Uh-huh. On top of that, the museum serves as a research center and research and education center in the field of cryptozoology. And there are often lectures, workshops, and interactive exhibits that visitors can attend and participate in. Visitors can learn about the scientific methods used to study cryptids and the cultural context in which these legends are born.
First of all,
I just want everyone to know that when they said the scientific methods used to study cryptids, the only thing that came to my mind was Ryan and Shane hunting Bigfoot, and Shane in the forest like, hoof, 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 hoof.
Yeah, I was about to say, what scientific methods? Because There are none because you have no fucking evidence. This is just all speculation. The only thing that's legitimate about this is the stories about the legends and where they came from.
Yep.
You can't just be like, this is a Bigfoot hair sample, or this is a Yeti hair sample, for sure. Like, they've not even scientifically tested it, and if they have, it's not what they're saying it is.
It's inconclusive, if anything.
Yeah, it's inconclusive. That's what they always say. It's inconclusive. It's like, excuse me? Stop. Like, I love cryptids. I love cryptids, and I want to believe so bad, but I just don't.
There's some of them I can get behind,
There's
but
some
the vast
of them that
majority,
make sense.
I'm like, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, the Loveland Frogmen, even though I love them,
yeah.
no.
It's unfortunate, because that's a really great cryptid. But, yeah. Like, the Loch Ness Monster, you could probably get behind it being some type of aquatic creature. Yep. But, like, I don't know. Some of this is so dumb.
Yes. So that's my first one.
All right. Moving on. Okay, let me start off by explaining. Some of these, I don't have, like, history or backstory about how they started or who started them. Because I didn't know we were going that in-depth. I thought we were just talking about what makes them weird.
Well, you see, some of them I literally couldn't pull things that were, like, what's weird about it. So I went into, like, the history of, like, where they were made.
So this first one, I just thought was weird in general. Like, the name of it, what it's all about, it's weird. And, I just went straight up on their website and pulled pictures of their exhibits.
Okay.
So, Katie, if you want to come into my doc, we'll start with my first one. I just opened it. Okay.
All right. Great start.
So, my first museum that we're going to talk about is the National Museum of Funeral History in Houston, Texas. And now, here at the National Museum of Funeral History, you'll see so many great exhibits.
Yeah.
We're going to see the exhibit celebrating the lives and deaths of the popes, where we can explore the Vatican-endorsed exhibit that gives a true sense of attending a pope's funeral. If you ever want to know what it's like when Pope Francis dies, this is what it's going to be like.
This is it!
This is going to be lit! And it's literally endorsed by the Vatican for some reason?
No.
I don't know.
It is not.
Yeah, it says Vatican-endorsed exhibit. I don't get, yeah, whatever.
Plot twist. The fucking Vatican, the entire Vatican showed up to the Funeral History Museum and was like, yes.
Yep, this is it. This is accurate. So, and then we kind of have a normal one, Jazz Funerals of New Orleans. That's pretty normal. It seems pretty interesting, actually. Would be pretty cool to see.
Oddly enough, love to watch one day.
I don't know what a jazz funeral is. Like, what, they just play jazz? Or...
Yeah, so for some of them, depending on, like, who the person is, they actually get together, like, an entire, like, marching band.
Yeah, that's what it looks like in that picture. Mm-hmm.
And they have all their instruments, and they just play, like, upbeat or morning jazz, like, for blocks down the street in New Orleans. It's basically their funeral procession.
That's really cool, actually.
So it's this really neat.
This part would be cool. This next part, I don't get. I don't know who the hell this person is. I don't know why it exists. They have an exhibit about the most famous burial of all time, the Shroud of Turin. It looks like Jesus. It looks like Jesus of Nazareth. His shroud, his face cloth. Please look up who Turin is.
I'm looking.
Apparently, they have a certified copy of the shroud. Like, it's not even the real one. It's just, like, a printed copy of it.
I want you to know that the only thing I'm pulling up immediately off my first search is Turin Turambar is a fictional character in J.R.R. Tolkien's Legendarium.
What?
The Lord of the Rings.
No!
But that is not it. Oh, I found it. Shroud of Turin. Okay.
Oh, wait, it is Jesus?
It was used to wrap the body of Jesus after his crucifixion, and upon which Jesus's bodily image is miraculously imprinted.
Well, okay, y'all, that's what Jesus looks like. Apparently, he looks like a stone figure that they rolled ink over. Because
Jesus
that
said
shit
black
does
and white
not
photography.
look real.
Let me beat you to it.
That doesn't look like a real person. Look at how long one of his hands is.
Maybe the only reason maybe him speaking his truths isn't the only reason he was crucified. If they saw that hand, they might have been like,
You're a werewolf! Your middle finger's bigger than the rest of your hand!
Oh.
So yeah, that exists, which is interesting. And then we have the history of cremation.
Iconic.
So iconic. You can see where they shoved the bodies in to be burned to ashes. That's literally the picture.
Body. Like that thing you bought off Shein.
I just realized
that! Our photo shoot for Halloween last year. Just wrapped in a sheet.
I love the tidbit that they said the funeral industry has a challenge on its hands. Consumers are choosing cremation, but they know little about it. Why the fuck do they care? Why do you care? The whole point is my body's not going to be rotting in the dirt, and I'm dead, so why the fuck do I care?
It's like, what is there to fucking know? You put me in a really hot oven and I burn.
Charmander! Go! Fire blast!
And then just sprinkle my fucking ashes like Salt Bay in whatever place I tell you to.
Yeah. The fucking Goatman Bridge. Alright.
Fuck you, Goatman!
Alright, this next one is honestly the one that would make me not want to go to this museum.
Okay.
This would fuck me up. I don't think I could go through this exhibit at all.
Okay.
It is the history of embalming.
You love that.
Embalming and mummies are one of my deepest rooted fears. Much like dolls, puppets, wax figures, mannequins. Like, embalming and mummies are right up there with them. I don't know why. Well, I know why, and I'm gonna explain why. I don't know if I've explained it before. I feel like maybe I have. But
you've explained your fear of the uncanny valley.
Okay.
But I don't think you've gone into, like, this.
I can't really do Egyptian-themed things. As much as I think Egyptian culture is really interesting, really beautiful, really cool, being there in person, I will have a panic attack and freak out. Because of something that happened to me when I was a kid.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Katie, I would like you to click the link to this Reddit post that I've sent you. I don't think I can watch it, but this is for you. So you understand. Before you play it, don't play it yet. Don't play it yet! Let me explain!
I should have explained before I clicked on the link.
So, when I was 5 years old... Wait, does it say a date on when the game is from?
2004.
Okay, I was 5 years old. What has been really popular our entire lives that everybody's seen that has a dog as the main character and they solve mysteries?
What's in Scooby-Doo? We're coming after you.
Okay, Scooby-Doo! Okay. So, I loved Scooby-Doo. Ever since I was a kid.
I still love
I
Scooby-Doo.
watch Mystery Incorporated every other night with Dylan. We are going to finish the series, okay? We're finishing season 1 right now. And my love has been since I was a very little kid.
Mine too.
So when I was 5 years old, I had access to the internet.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And one of the, like, Flash player Scooby-Doo games was online. I don't remember where it was. and it was called Scooby-Doo Escape from the Coulsonian. I don't know if any of you have ever played it. I highly encourage you to play it. It is very fun, although I can't get past the second level, and here's why. Katie?
Is that my cue?
That's your cue to watch the video.
Okay. I do not scare easily, okay? So we'll see how this goes.
Imagine a 5-year-old seeing this.
So the video's 9 minutes long. Is there a specific point you want me to go to?
I didn't watch the video because I was scared. Hang on. It says jump scare appears at 149. So go to
okay. So
go to 120. Go to 120 so that you can see that it's the Egyptian
Hall of the Great Beyond.
So this is a point-and-click flash game that's made to promote Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed, which is
so good.
Unironically literally one of my favorite movies. And I
It's
reference
a
it a
fantastic
lot.
movie.
I see media all the time where they do this, here's all these monsters that don't fit in anywhere. Like, Annabelle come home. Like, Annabelle comes home. I'm like, this is Scooby-Doo 2 Unleashed! Ah! But, yeah.
Honestly, cultural reference.
Yes. So now the first level, you are in the main entrance hall of the Coulsonian, and you have to solve this fortune teller riddle where the lights, you have little candles that float around and shit, and you have to unlock this thing and get a key for the elevator that goes to the second floor, and the second floor opens to this Egyptian exhibit. Katie, play the video.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm just picturing 9-year-old Nat. 5-year-old Nat. I think I've played this. Too heavy to lift. I need some leverage.
Oh no. Oh.
Scratchy writing. That's where your fear of mummies comes from?
Yes! I can't explain it. I was 5, okay? It looks like I don't even know. It's so scary to me. It still freaks me out when I look at it.
Okay, they're kind of evil for that one. Because they did it, they had this writing and, super scratchy writing.
They made you
had
get
to,
close!
zoom in to look at.
You literally have to get close to the screen where your face is almost touching it. And then they go, bah! With that fucking thing that looks like a monkey skeleton with bright green eyeballs.
Yeah, no.
It's fucking evil. And so I literally have a panic attack in any cases where it's Egyptian themed things. For my birthday this year, we went to Five Wits, which is interactive, almost like an escape room kind of thing. And they had a mummy tomb themed one, and I couldn't do it. I was like, I can't do that. I will do the other two. Can't do that. Cannot do it. So history of embalming would fuck me up.
Fair. But I can't imagine too many people are interested in that.
Additionally, they used embalming during the Civil War.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Apparently it was a necessity. Maybe because so many people were dying, too many rotting
but I feel
people.
That takes a long time.
I don't know. I guess you'd have to go through the exhibit to learn, because I'm not gonna.
I will go and tell you about it.
And then this last one, they have a whole exhibit about the history of morning photography. And all I wrote as a comment is throwback to the picture.
What I was thinking.
Throwback to the picture of Mary Percy that I said made her look like a psycho, and it was 100% a death picture.
Oh my god.
Sometimes I'm just super bright, you know? But, like,
guys, this episode was not meant to be like a throwback reminiscing app, but it's just turning into one.
It's just easy when it's all here. Like, what?
Oh my god, that's fantastic.
Nobody looks at a picture and is like, yeah, that fucking person's dead. I know it. Right? You don't expect them to be dead.
I mean, with some of them you could totally tell.
Can you tell she's dead there?
Yes.
She just looks like she's mad chilling. I don't
love
know.
that you have, like, no fucking idea. You're like, it seems normal.
I don't know. I don't see dead people all the time. All right.
Okay, on to my number 2. And I just want you to know, I kind of went in chronological order from the ones that are, like, the most sane to just completely unhinged.
Okay.
So my second one is still like, okay. And we are going to the good old town of Roswell, New Mexico, to the International UFO Museum and Research Center.
How does the song go? Oh my god. You know the original Roswell show from, like, the 90s? Did you ever watch that?
No, I didn't.
Oh my god, I have to look up this song now. 1999 theme song. It's Here With Me by Dido.
I'm looking it up.
Oh my god, yes, it's so classic.
Because there's a chance I might have heard it and I just don't
Oh, you've
know.
definitely heard this. It was so popular. I do what I want.
Let's see.
It goes so hard.
I've heard this.
Breathe. Katherine Heigl was in this as a baby. This show goes so fucking hard. I haven't watched the new show. I heard it's good, but it will never beat the 1999 version. It's just too good. I won't go.
No! Alright. So we're in Roswell. We're doing alien shit.
Yes.
UFOs are a topic that we've discussed thoroughly on the pod. Nat has shared some spooky alien stories. And, I mean, who can forget our Area 51 episode? Where I went into the fucking psychology of using the Area 51 raid as a distraction tactic. So people wouldn't focus on something else.
Mm-hmm.
So it only made sense to cover the International UFO Museum and Research Center.
See, they add research center to some of these places. And it's
just
like,
to make it seem more legit.
Your level of research is Googling and reading fanfics that other crazy people have written and marked as legitimate.
To be fair, this one is more legit.
I feel like extraterrestrials definitely are more legitimate than
yes,
like Bigfoot.
Yes. So this building looks like it's pulled from the screen of a sci-fi movie. It's nuts. It's crazy. I didn't pull a picture, but Nat, if you want to look it up, you can find a picture of it.
I think I seen it on the Roswell show. I'm not even joking.
You probably did. And conspiracy theories cover the walls of this place. Eyewitness accounts and are documented in abundance, and there's enough information to get even the most skeptical person to question their beliefs. Like, there's just so many things that are like, boom, 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 and you're like, well, damn, this many people? Maybe it's true. From alleged alien autopsies to top-secret government cover-ups, this place has it all. The star of this show museum, though, is the in-depth exhibit on the infamous Roswell incident. You know, the 1947, when a mysterious object crashed into the New Mexico desert, sparking decades of speculation? No? Yes? Hopefully you do. The UFO Museum has all the dates from newspaper clippings and first-hand accounts from locals who swear they saw something otherworldly. However, debatably the best part of this museum is the gift shop. It has everything you need to start your journey of UFO fascination, including t-shirts and special shot glasses.
I love that areas like this are able to have touristy cash grabs. Like, like Mothman, and I'm sure there's some Bigfoot shit somewhere. Like,
are you in my document right now?
No. Oh, yeah, I am.
Look at the picture.
I am. I've been staring at it this whole time. Why they kinda...
Jesus.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding! They're like 2 feet tall!
I'm like, what in the ice planet barbarians?
No. Aliens are another thing that creep me out. That movie, Dark Skies, have you ever seen it?
Oh, you talked about that in, like, your Alien episode.
That movie legitimately made me cry. I don't know why some alien movies, when they're quote-unquote really realistic, they make
Nessie's
tears
based
in
on
my
a true
eyes.
story and just cries.
No, that one was just really scary. I don't know why. Like, when they showed up in the house and they're in the hallway and it's, like, literally a creature. Like, I don't know why.
No, that part
Aliens
was
make me
fucked.
cry. I don't know. Maybe I got abducted. And it's like a trauma
it would explain
response.
so much. All right, let's see your next one.
All right. This one, not super weird. This one's really cool. I want to go. There's, like, at least 2 of these in the United States. I'm not even joking. So we're going to go to this one specifically. We're going to go to the International Spy Museum in Washington, D.C.
Okay.
This shit. Now, I could get into this shit. I love everything about this. Everything that they offer here, I want to go so bad. There's one in New York City as well. But the word museum is in the name, but this place is so much more than that. The International Spy Museum is an interactive museum where you can learn all about the facets of espionage and then test your own skills to see what it would be like to be a real-life spy. So you can test your memory, learn how to read deception, solve encryptions, and stealth into specifically East Berlin for some reason. It's just the exhibit that they have, but like it's a stealth thing. It, like, this place has literally everything. You can also create your own spy profile by testing your skills and taking a quiz, and they'll like literally print something out. It's like a profile of you.
Oh my gosh.
It looks really fun, but super crazy. I totally want to go. And, people just fucking love spies. Like, you should see some of the shit they have. They have actual museum stuff, like, about the history of spies. And I think probably, like, James Bond shit. Because one of the codes to, like, crack, you have to type in 007. So it's like... I don't know. I don't know how much factual shit is there. I think there might be some, like, World War I, World War II stuff, but I just thought this place seemed really dope.
Yeah, no,
animals,
that seems really
they have, like,
fun.
a whole section about how animals were used as spies, like birds and dolphins and stuff like that. Like, I don't even know. It's so crazy. I want to go so bad.
No, that one seems really fun.
I think I saw one. I don't know if it's this one or the one in New York City where they had, like, laser lights that you have to, like, go through and stuff like that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Sign
yeah.
me up.
Yeah,
I'm the
I
most
want to go.
uncoordinated motherfucker there is, but
Me
sign
too.
me up.
Me too, but it looks like like so much fun.
Girl, you'll step into a square and your boobs will set the one off.
I'll just immediately evaporate. Like, meow. Oh my god.
Man down. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Since you have 5, why don't you do your next one?
I have 3 more.
Yeah, I have 2.
Okay. All right, let's do my next one. Oh, we are going to San Francisco, California. And you know what's in California? Lots of weird shit. Because Californians are weird as hell.
They are.
We
give
are
us a
actually
run for our money.
Yeah. So we're going to the Good Vibrations Antique Vibrator Museum. Say that 3 times fast. Good Vibrations Antique Vibrator Museum. I can't. You can't. Okay? Alright, y'all. Chill. Chill. This is so serious. Okay? This is an important museum for all of womankind. Okay? Or all vagina kind, I guess. Cause you can, or even if you have a penis, people use vibrators on their penis, okay?
Any sex toy enthusiast, this is for you.
Exactly! I have a lot to say about this one, because, I mean,
I was
who
gonna
wouldn't?
say, you have a lot of them?
No. So, I actually have the history about this one. This is the only one.
Of course it is.
Starting in the Victorian era, medically induced orgasms in women were practiced as a legitimate cure for what was then called female hysteria, which was characterized as anxiety, sexual desire, insomnia, fluid retention, heaviness in the abdomen, muscle spasms, irritability, and loss of appetite. That honestly just sounds like PMS and your period, but I mean, it makes sense that they would prescribe this. Single women specifically would go to the doctors, and then the doctors would manually prompt orgasm until the creation of the vibrator changed the female orgasm forever. Because they said, fuck you, fuck your fingers, I don't like you. Okay? So, interesting that you used to go to the doctor to have an orgasm. Very interesting.
Oh my god.
So, the electric, going way off the rails for a second, the electric sewing machine came about in 1889. Okay. Followed by the fan, the tea kettle, the toaster, and then in 1902, the vibrator. Your great granny was shaking it out. She was vibrating it out, okay? They were often packaged in velvet-lined cases. Like, they put them in little velvet boxes and bags. They were like, this is my fancy little thing.
Now they come in, like, a non-discreet box.
That shows just your mailman like a plastic box. Yeah. The Vibrator 5000 XXL.
With a picture. So the mailman doesn't have to use his imagination.
So, by the late 1920s, magazines were like, oh, no, we don't want these kind of advertisements in our magazines. This is when they were like, sex is bad! And women were like, okay, this is bad. We can't purchase these anymore. There's some type of sexual stigma now. So, vibrators have kind of basically been the same forever. They have similar designs as they have since they since they were created. And then in the 1950s, they were like, yeah, let's just throw them in plastic cases, like portable record players. And they also came with, like, dials and controls on the inside. Like, I don't know if that was decoration to, like, make it so, like, if your kid found it, it'd be like, this is mom's special, record player.
I'm looking at the picture that you have there, and I'm like, that straight up looks like a hairdryer attachment.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to look like a shower head. So yeah, they have, like, during the Eisenhower era, they sold vibrators as quote-unquote reduction aids, because they were saying, like, you can lose weight if you, like, vibrate your pussy. I don't know why. But, yeah. So, they have the magnetic massage, which supposedly gave a healthy complexion, lustrous hair, a taut neck and chin. The package features several drawings of a young woman using the device in various fashions, all safely north of her collarbone. So this is, like, going back to the Hitachi, like, this is a body massager, but it's actually a sex toy because of sexual stigma, stuff like that. So this museum is actually really interesting to see how it's more of a social, not experiment, but social study about the sexual stigmas of sex toys have been throughout the years in America. And I felt like that one needed a longer explanation than some of these whack-ass ones.
Yeah. That was enlightening.
It's interesting.
It is. I like that they were, like, sewing machines. Yeah, vibrators next.
Yeah. Literally, like, how many years is that? So it is 12 years? 13 years? Electric sewing machine. 13 years later. Vibrator.
They were like, we have the technology.
We must. We must do it. But also, when you think about it, like, they were just trying to do everything for women's, like, reproductive shit at that point. Like, the chainsaw for childbirth. And, yeah. Look up the, like...
No.
Yeah. So, the chainsaw was actually invented to aid in childbirth. So, imagine... the doctor coming out saying your baby's not coming out right. Let me just
I hate being a woman sometimes.
I'd be like, knock me the fuck out. Take it out. I don't care. Fuck me up. Just kill me. Split me in half. At that point, if you're literally using a chainsaw on me. Okay, Katie. Am I reading another one? Or?
No. Okay. I'm just trying to mentally get my head around that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot.
My next one, we're going to Wamego, Kansas.
What?
Yeah, I think it's Wamego.
Sure.
To the Oz Museum.
Oh, I don't like that.
For this one, we're taking a happy, peppy little stroll with our friends down the yellow brick road. This museum has everything for a Wizard of Oz fan. Everything you can fucking dream of. From vintage movie posters to life-size statues of your favorite characters. Oh, and a shit ton of flying monkeys.
That is not life-sized.
I'm getting
Tin
there.
Man.
I'm getting there.
He's fucking house size. He's the size of a car.
We'll get there.
Okay. Ford
You
F-150.
can spot Dorothy's iconic checkered dress and not one, not two, but 3 pairs of ruby red slippers. Each set most likely costing more than 2 months' rent. So hope you don't want a pair.
Damn.
But for me, the best part of the museum was the ridiculous displays of the characters. For example, there's this massive Tin Man sculpture that looks like it's staring directly into your fucking soul. And
I made it huge so I could really see into his eyes.
I'm like, where'd he go?
Okay, continue.
Yeah, he is humongous. He, as like Nat said, is basically the size of a house. And there were other sculptures like this as well, but I thought this picture was terrifying enough.
That's literally the size of a Ford F-150. Look at that child. Literally, look at that child.
Those are average-sized children.
That is fucking insane. I would puke.
This place is unhinged, especially after you learn about the horrific disaster that was the making of the original movie. The original Tin Man, because, the one in the movie isn't the original Tin Man, because the first one got lead poisoning, because they coated him with ground-up lead dust.
Ah!
The snow falling from the sky in the scene where they're in the flowers is actually asbestos.
I heard that! Oh my god, all these people have fucking cancer and died, probably.
Dorothy was only allowed to consume, 1 pack of saltine crackers and 2 boxes of cigarettes a day.
Yeah. I thought it was an apple, but yes.
The Cowardly Lion, his costume was actually made out of real lion hide.
Ah!
And he was basically stitched into it every day, so he could not go to the bathroom. Or
Did he just shat himself?
I don't know, but he was he couldn't
now I know why he was crying all the damn time.
Sit down. He had a heat stroke several times. And the whole thing is fucked up. But if you want to hear more about it, other than the few things I just told you, go check out Morbid's episode, because they did a really lengthy coverage of it, and it was really well done, and you will never be able to watch the movie the same again. It was one of my favorite movies growing up, and now I struggle to watch it knowing what I know.
I don't think I could. I don't like it. Honestly, I do not like the original movie. I don't like the whole premise of the entire movie, or idea anyways. I think it's weird as fuck.
I was a fun child, and I enjoyed it.
I was also a fun child, but I played Scooby-Doo games that scared the shit out of me instead of watching movies all the time. I was a video game baby, not a movie baby, okay?
Oh, I was totally a movie and TV baby. Every single episode of Scooby-Doo. I had every single one of those DVDs that had his, special movies and everything. So good.
I didn't realize you had one last one after this. I just scrolled down and was like, what the hell?
Yeah, I got one more after this, but
okay,
I'll let
good.
Matt go.
Okay. So is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go to my worst fucking nightmare. This actually is way too fucking close to us. This is
way too close to home. Literally.
So this is the Dollhouse and Toy Museum of Vermont in Bennington, Vermont. Which, unironically, is basically where we live. So, yeah. This is right near my house, I'm gonna be honest. And I shudder every time I drive by it.
Fun fact, I think we both have to drive past it every day for our commute to work.
No. I safely drive around it.
Oh, well,
but
I have to drive right next to it.
Every time I have to go to my parents' house, I have to drive right next to it. If somebody... I'm starting out by saying, if somebody pays me $200, I will go in there and do a walkthrough by myself. I'm not joking, and I cannot promise that it won't end in tears and or shit. Okay?
I'm sure they would appreciate that.
So, at the Dollhouse and Toy Museum of Vermont, they have character dolls. You'll see characters such as Teddy Roosevelt, Thomas Jefferson, Sherlock Holmes, Elvis.
Fun fact. Teddy Roosevelt used to be my favorite president until I learned he was a racist.
I think almost all of our presidents have been racist.
That is true. But I was like, oh my gosh, he wants to conserve nature. Such a great guy. And then I learned that he was racist, and I was very upset.
But look at that fucking doll.
It is pretty spot on. I'm not gonna lie.
It literally looks like Robin Williams as Teddy Roosevelt. I thought it was Robin Williams as Teddy Roosevelt in Night at the Smithsonian. I was like, damn, that's a specific doll.
No thought that it could actually be Teddy Roosevelt.
Huh?
No thought in your head that
None.
It could have been Teddy.
I immediately was like, that looks like Robin Williams. I'm stupid as fuck.
I love it.
And now for one of the most horrifying parts, the Humpty Dumpty exhibit. The Humpty Dumpty exhibit. The Humpty Dumpty collection is part of the Alice in Wonderland display. Alice spelled Allyce.
No.
And Wonderland.
No.
What is that?
The knockoff Alice in Wonderland, obviously. Humpty Dumpty wasn't even in Alice in Wonderland.
I'm so fucking confused.
Maybe the artist who made those horrific dolls is named Alice, and that's what she named her collection. I don't know.
Well, Humpty Dumpty is actually in Through the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll.
Oh, I'm seeing
But
that
I don't
now.
know why Alice is spelled like that.
It's probably a fucking typo.
Why is it Alice and Wonderland? I don't know what's happening, but these dolls are fucking horrifying. They're weird egg baby men. They're egg baby men in Renaissance era clothing. Why? They have muffin hats. Why?
That one in the top left has a very dapper outfit.
The one in the fucking top middle looks weird as hell. He has nail polish. They all have nail polish. Why do they have nail polish? Why is Humpty Dumpty a fucking king? I don't know.
They feel themselves.
So, they also have an entire exhibit about women's suffrage.
Okay.
The 100th anniversary of women getting the right to vote. And
All
the
right.
museum and selected dolls are celebrating the event. So the dolls are actively celebrating. They are doing things to celebrate.
Well, that's
Which,
kinda
if that's...
fun.
It's kind of fun. No, it's fucking weird. They're doing human stuff. I don't like it. And now the worst part. Worse than Humpty Dumpty. Worse than human suffrage dolls. Worse than Teddy Roosevelt, Robin Williams doll.
No, fuck that. Fuck that. No.
This is the worst part! Oh my god, this is where I would be crying. Like, I have tears
the
in my
chills.
eyes. I have tears in my eyes. They have puppets and puppet theaters. They have many puppets and theaters. Me too! We both have goosebumps. And it also has miniature theaters for dollhouses. So not only do they have big theaters with big puppets, they have tiny theaters with tiny puppets that you put in the dollhouse filled with dolls. I don't understand. This person is psychotic that owns this. And the fact that it's on a residential street... That's a vortex. That is a fucking haunted as fuck vortex. Look at those things.
The best part is it's directly behind a church.
The whole street on the other side is churches.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane. It's disturbing. So, $200, Venmo me. I will go through this thing, okay?
Make it 400. And
we'll both go.
Do it
We'll both do
individually.
individual walkthroughs. Oh my god, that would be a great episode on YouTube.
I swear to God, if someone goes to our Patreon and does a custom donation of $400, we will go.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It's literally not even a hassle for us to go to. It's like 5 minutes away. So, yeah, this place is awful. I'm sure it's, like, collectionists. That's great. Like, people probably love it who are doll collectors. But, like, no. It's a no for me.
I could take my grandmother.
Oh, Susie would love it. Oh, my God.
I told you, she has a doll collection. An entire room of dolls that when I spent the night, I had to sleep in. They're all those porcelain fuckers, too.
My grandma had those, and the face was busted in on one of them, and she tried to put it together with, like, the fucking play putty shit.
No!
I don't even know. My grandma has been insane my entire life, like...
Well, do you want me to make you really happy? Because my grandmother has informed me that upon her death, guess who gets every fucking doll? Me.
No!
What am I going to do?
Donate to the Doll and Toy Museum!
They might end up going there.
I would do that, yeah, because at least they appreciate it, you know? And
That
you don't
is
have
true.
to worry about that haunted-ass, freaky-ass shit.
Well, what I was thinking was if you were still down to convert your, like, garage shed into a legit pod lab.
I'm not putting dolls in there. I'm not putting your grandma's fucking dolls in there.
Well, I was thinking we could just put one in a box, Annabelle
No.
style, and my grandmother's ghost could inhabit it.
No, I'm literally telling you right now, your grandma would get... her ghost would get possessed by a fucking demon and, like, venom my house. It'd be, like, green goop and shit, and bad things would happen to me, and Katie would not live on the property, so she'd be like, Susie Sunshine, she lives on! And I'm, like, literally dying, please help me! Please! Susie! Ah! No, we're not doing that.
I hope you can hear me dry heaving on the pod.
We are not putting a doll of Katie's grandma's when she's dead grandma on my property in a box like Annabelle. That's just asking for something to happen.
Yeah.
We are not ever doing that. No. Plus, I'm demolishing that building at some point. Because it is literally falling over. I will be building something new there. But it's just going to be a regular garage. No built-on workshop.
That's fair. That makes sense.
Because I want a bigger backyard.
Small, really weird, like, office-size room in it for a pod lab.
Oh, well, we could probably do something in the back. But, like, we're not putting a fucking doll. I don't want any dolls on my property.
No, I think that's fair. That's okay.
Like, literally, I'm really pushing it with the torso for, like, dressmaking that you stick pins in. I'm really pushing it with that, and I'm really pushing it with the styrofoam mannequin head I bought to pin wigs to. I'm pushing it. If I put that head on that body, I will freak the fuck out.
And I will try in my power the next time I come to your house to not do exactly that. Because I would get the best fucking laugh out of you going into your office one night and it's just there. You would scream.
No.
You would actually piss your pants.
I hate that so much. I can't go to, like, regular museums because they have wax figures. And mannequins, and it, like, ruins everything for me. Like, I literally have to put my back to the wall and shimmy out of the room. I'm not even joking. Where did I go?
For the first time that we are out investigating somewhere with the Wading Into the Void paranormal team, and Natalie sees, like, a shadow figure or some type of mannequin of some sort set up on display to, like, represent something in the dark, and she would just lose
punch
it.
that shit. I would punch the shit out of it. I'm not even joking.
And we will never be allowed back.
My last museum actually talks more about this shit. So.
Okay. Alright, we'll do my last one. It's, very unhinged.
This one's weird.
I don't know why it's a museum.
This one's weird.
But I'm going to call it by its original name first.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll rename after. But we are going to Britt, Iowa, to the Hobo Museum. which I am going to refer as the Homeless Person's Museum.
Okay.
It's kind of offensive in this day and age.
Hobo, homeless, like, I think they're all technically offensive. I think people, like, displaced now, maybe. But homeless is fine.
I'm gonna go with homeless.
Yeah.
So, I felt the best place to start with this one was to read the first sentence on their website.
Okay.
Because I didn't even know what to think after I read this. And it says, the National Homeless Museum began as the dream of 3 lifelong homeless people and former homeless kings.
What the hell does that mean?
Every time I said homeless, it was the other word, though.
Yes.
So,
but what does that mean, kings? Like, they're kingpins?
No, they deemed themselves the kings of the homeless tribes in wherever Iowa.
Interesting.
Yes. I don't know. But I was like, okay.
Sure.
Nonetheless,
King.
These 3 kings formed the Homeless Foundation in the mid-1970s. However, I don't really know how to describe this museum, air quotes, heavy air quotes, other than I would never want to go here. Because looking at the pictures made me incredibly uncomfortable, which, honest to God, I'm sure is the intention, since it's drawing awareness to the homeless epidemic. But there are literally just piles of tin cans and junk everywhere. And clothes that only homeless people wore, and some pretty strange portraits of homeless people. So, the museum is actually part of a theater display that plays miniature documentaries on the homeless lifestyle, which I'm sure are very informative, but, why?
Yeah.
But there's one thing about this museum and the, like, center that freaks me the fuck out, and it's the fact that they host a homeless person convention every year. And they have since the 3 kings formed the place.
Well, what does that even mean?
Apparently, like, somehow the homeless people catch word that there's, like, this convention, and they, like, all flock there.
But what, do they get help? Do they get food? Like,
I have no idea. It was just like, there's a convention.
That's weird.
And then there was a picture of a very clueless homeless man just sitting on a train car.
What the hell?
Right on, I guess.
Sure.
But now I included some strange pictures, so enjoy.
I see this. Why are they all blurry as hell?
It's the Homeless Museum.
What does that mean, though? Like, there's so many people that live all around the world who are homeless. And this is, like, a weird niche, like, the actual, like, hobo stereotype. Like, they have a knapsack with a stick. Like, this is weird. Like, it's, like, glorifying homelessness.
I think that was the king's ideas, yeah.
Which is interesting because even, like, what you said, they're lifelong homeless people.
Yep.
So it seemed like they actually, like, enjoy living like this, and that's why they're playing, like, the homeless lifestyle documentaries and stuff like that. It's just interesting, I guess.
Yeah. They have a fake campfire set up with rusted tin cans and buckets.
Yeah. Well, it almost seems like all they care about is this stereotype.
Yeah. It's
like,
a very strange museum.
I'm wondering, the conventions, what they really should be doing is, like, providing a hot meal and, like, clothes for people who are in need. I have a feeling it's not that. Looking at these pictures, it just looks like this is someone bought, like, a modern church and renovated it and put stereotypical, like, hobo, quote-unquote, stuff in here. It's weird and, like, concerning to me.
I believe the current owner is one of the king's children. So, I don't know if they were also homeless or if they lived with somebody else and this was just kind of the experience they got from hanging with Dad, or...
What is this art? This is the only art they have? These 2 pictures?
Oh, no, there's a significant collection.
Oh, okay. I thought they just had 2 pictures. I was like,
walls
what?
and walls of paintings and pictures.
Oh, jeez.
And I don't know if any of them are done by, like, a homeless person. Or if these are just about pictures that are, like,
people?
About homeless people.
Oh, that's even weirder.
Yeah, it's a very strange place.
Like,
and
they're
I never
literally glorifying this stereotype, and, like, it's weird.
Yeah. So, that's my last one. I would like very much to never speak of it again. And to forget that it exists.
Yeah. So let's talk about my last museum, which I have actually been to. This is the only one on the list that either of us have ever been to.
Yep.
This is Bodies, the exhibition in Las Vegas, Nevada. It is near Planet Hollywood, I think. So, let me just read about what they have in their highlights for the exhibition. The exhibition showcases 13 whole body specimens and more than 260 organs and partial body specimens. These are real human bodies that have been meticulously dissected and preserved through an innovative polymer process. The bodies are respectfully presented, giving visitors the opportunity to view the beauty and complexity of their own organs and systems. So these are people who I think have donated their body to science.
Sounds like it.
When you mark that you want to donate your body to science, these are some of the people. Whereas some people end up in body farms, some people end up in chop shops, but we won't talk about that.
These ones ended up here.
Which this one is actually pretty cool. The exhibition provides an up-close look inside our skeletal, muscular, respiratory, nervous, digestive, reproductive / urinary, fetal, which is optional, you don't have to go through there, and the treated body.
Okay.
It has authentic human specimens to illustrate health concerns such as cirrhosis of the liver, arthritis, smoking, and overeating.
I want to see the arthritis one.
Yeah, I don't really remember that one. I think they just...
to see what my knee looks like.
Yeah. One of the more interesting ones is they had a healthy lung next to a black smoker's lung, which was really powerful because they also had a transparent big box that said, like, if you want to give up, put them in here. And there were a bunch of, like, cigarette boxes in there. Wow. It was really powerful to look at. And, like, the fact that you could see so many cigarette boxes, packs in there. It was crazy. They also had, like, a tennis player who had played throughout their entire life, posed in the position playing tennis. And, I'm trying to think what else they had. They had this really interesting one that was a woman, and it was, have you ever watched Hannibal?
I've seen parts of it.
Well, there's this part in Hannibal where one of the bodies was split into different panes. So, I think it was Hannibal, but I can't really remember. But it's like, they cut the body into a bunch of slices, put them in, like, glass panes so you could see every layer of the body.
Yep.
And they had something like that there. So it started with her skin and went further and further and further and further. Like, really long, like, literally 10 feet, 12 feet, that this person's body was just, like, spread out, standing up. It was crazy. And you could see their hair was still there, their face was there. It was crazy. And yes, you could see her vagina and her nipples and boobs and stuff like that. Like, it was, like, literally the person was there. It was kind of disturbing. Creepy. Yes. So, this place had me tweaking when I went. I feel like I could feel eyes on me everywhere that I went. And it was very unsettling. Yeah. Like, you could literally feel it. It was creepy. And that might just be my fear of stuff like this, like mannequins, people, Uncanny Valley, stuff like that. Because they put, like, eyeballs in their skin and stuff and make them look kind of alive. It's creepy. But they have this really crazy segment where they have someone's skin hanging from the ceiling, just swaying back and forth.
Why?
And it's dangling behind a translucent curtain. It literally looks like a serial killer put it up. Like, you're not allowed to go in because they don't want to dry the skin out even more. But it just dangles menacingly, and you have to walk by it in order to go on further in the museum. And then you get to this section, which are the video that I sent you.
Yeah, I remember this part.
If you watch this video, you are greeted immediately after the hanging skin. You have to walk down a very, very long corridor lined with candles as the only light. And they're playing some, like, creepy music. And it's really creepy, it's empty, and it feels like it goes on forever. And I basically shoved my sister through it and started freaking out because I was like, I can't do this shit anymore. And when you get to the end, which is the video that I sent you, you are surrounded by, like, mausoleum, catacomb-looking things. And it's really fucking disturbing because it feels like you're just, like, dying. And you're seeing what comes after. I hated and loved the museum. It was really horrifying, but also super informative. I definitely recommend everyone going at least one time because knowing what's under your skin is scary, but I think it's important to know as a human because you have to know yourself and how you work. Yeah. Now, they had the fetal stuff, and that was pretty disturbing. I did go through there. They have every stage, like, fetus and stuff like that, and, like, developed babies and full babies and stuff.
Oh.
It was very disturbing. But it would be cool if you're, like, a neonatal doctor or something, or, like, resident or whatever.
Like, this might sound very strange, but, like, I feel like I'd probably be fine up until the part where it was, like, fully developed. And then
because it doesn't really look like anything. They had a baby that was, like, all curled up in, like, the fetal position, like a full-size baby.
See, like, that would fuck with me.
It didn't really I thought one of them kind of looked funny because it was like, sorry, that's so weird.
Natalie, what the
fuck? I have
a
picture of it on my phone that I just send people sometimes. It's like this big. It looked like a little frog. It was like...
I didn't think you were talking about the fetus. I thought you were talking about, like, the developed...
No, it was like... It kind of looked like a little human, but also looked like a melted frog. Because it was, like, deformed and died.
Poor thing.
Yeah, it's sad, but it was also, like... I don't think it would have survived anyways.
Oh, probably
So
not.
it was just really interesting to see, because it was like, wow. I don't know. It's just crazy looking.
So, I hope everybody enjoyed that.
I think we talked about way too many things. My throat hurts from talking so much.
But, I feel like we've given people, maybe some, shorter episodes and some things that might have been, a little heavier. So I feel like this, even though it's a longer ep, I feel like it's kind of taken things back a little bit. Mm-hmm. More of us just kind of going through, shooting the shit. Mm-hmm. So I really hope everyone enjoyed it, because I don't know what you plan to do next or what our next episode is going to be. But I know I'm thinking of something a little heavier.
I should probably do what our next vlog is going to be about. I think I was planning on doing that. I think I said that on the podcast Instagram. I didn't say what it was. I just said, hey, we have a ghost hunt planned in April, and I'm going to do an episode about it. So I'll probably do that.
All right. Okay.
Maybe that'll be the next one, because it's going to hopefully be releasing around that time.
True. And then, in theory, we should have a guest episode after that as well. So, I hope you enjoyed that. Gentle reminder to come visit us at CastleCon if you are in the area. That will be at Wilson Castle in Proctor, Vermont, again on October 19th and 20th. And it's going to be a blast. So, stop by if you are local. And, follow us on social media. We have some fun stuff planned to go on there. We don't just have one, but 2 ghost hunts planned for the month of April. We just planned one out today, and it's going to be a great time. Should have some exclusive content on the socials, so find us there on Instagram and Facebook at Wading Into the Void. But other than that, Nat, I think we're good to wrap it.
I think so, too.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye!